I just turned onto County Road 390 on the way up to the campsite to do Mount Missouri, and I'm driving past the Clear Creek Reservoir and there is no water in there. Let me see if I can show you guys. Man, that's sad to see so little water in there. Jeez. Hopefully we get a much more snowier and wet fall and winter. We really need it. And I saw some signs here for a fire camp. It must be maybe where they're staging to fight the fires in the area, maybe. But jeez, man, it's surprising how low that reservoir is. County Road 390 gives you access to a few different 14ers off the top of my head. I believe it's Belford, Oxford, Missouri Mountain, and Huron. I can't remember if there's any more. I already did Huron as one of my favorite 14ers. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. It is Sunday afternoon, and I'm hoping that everyone that was up here Friday, Saturday, they've packed up and headed home, so I shouldn't have a problem finding a campsite. When I was doing the drive to Huron, I marked several dispersed campsites along the road close to the Missouri Gulch Trailhead that I'll hopefully be able to get. You know, this area can get really popular. I've driven it on the weekends before, and the road would be lined with cars going back forever. Everyone, you know, at that trailhead, because it's not only for Missouri Mountain, but for Belford and Oxford, I believe. So hopefully I should be able to find a nice spot, get settled, you know, enjoy it out here before doing the climb tomorrow. Well, I'm starting to get nervous about finding a camp spot. At least I'll be able to find one, just maybe won't be as secluded as I want, because every place I've passed so far has people in it, and I'm getting close to the trailhead. And I was concerned about this because this is just a relatively well-maintained forest road. It is definitely bumpy, but it's not like you need some hardcore vehicle to do it. Oh, I see. Oh, there's a spot down there. Yeah, so it looks like I'll be able to find something, which means that's going to be popular with, you know, camper vans and all that other kind of stuff. So I might not be as close as I wanted, or maybe the spot that I wanted, but I should be able to find something. We'll see here. I went up to the trailhead, and the spots I was most interested in, because they were the closest were taken, so I just turned around, and there's this pull off. It has several dispersed campsites kind of together, and I think I'm just gonna find a spot in here, if I can find one that's big enough. I think this one might work. I'm gonna jump out and check it out though. Yeah, this spot will do. I'm only a few minutes from the trailhead, and it's big enough, so, and it's by the creek, so, you know, not too bad. I'll show you around the campsite. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty good size, nice and level. If you needed to, you could fit a couple of cars and a couple of tents, and it looks like there's more sites further up the road. There's a fire pit. Not going to use it because of all the fires this season, but you can see this is a pretty good site, and you know, it looks like that's the neighboring site right there. But you know, it was right by Clear Creek here, and right here is where you can get access down to the creek. I'll check that out once I get everything set up. It's really nice down here. There's even an area that's nice and flat and dry where you could put a couple of chairs and kind of sit back and relax and enjoy the sounds of the creek. That's a big plus for this campsite. I have a new camp meal that I haven't tried before, teriyaki chicken and rice. I have a few beers. I think I am going to relax for the rest of the evening and get at it first thing tomorrow morning. I'm at the trailhead here for Missouri Gulch, and it is a pretty decent size parking area, but I know it gets filled up because yesterday when I was driving through, there was cars parked on the side of the road. So like always, the sooner the better. There is one vault toilet. I rank the bathrooms if they have them at the Trailhead. That one was not great. Actually, the facility itself was good, but it looks like someone was being irresponsible. There was like liquid all over in there. I don't even know what it was, but it's not great. So I'm gonna give that one a 2 out of 5. If someone comes and cleans it, it'll probably be in better shape, but as of now, not great. Okay, so it has the route information for Belford and Oxford, but it doesn't really give you anything here for Missouri Mountain. Yeah, the same way with this map. You're here, Mount Oxford, Mount Belford, Missouri Gulch. The hike is about 10.5 miles round trip according to 14ers.com. I'm looking at an elevation gain of 4,500 feet. And according to all the information I was able to gather preparing, is that you start off pretty steep and pretty intense with a series of switchbacks on this trail right off the bat. So we'll see how this first mile or so goes. The trail is finally flattened out a little bit and I'm taking a break. Man, I think this is definitely the steepest hike right out the gate that I've done out of any of the 14ers so far. So it gives you a test first thing, and I'm happy it's a little bit flatter here for a little bit of distance. Use this time to recover a little bit. Body's still warming up. My calves are like, what are you doing to me here? I wasn't sure how stable that bridge was going to be. It seemed a little rickety, but nope, it was pretty solid. I've never heard that you can't have a campfire above 11,000 feet. I wonder if that's only for here or if I learned something new. A few weeks ago, I was hiking Mount Yale and I ran into a guy who was camping in the vicinity of Missouri Mountain and was planning on climbing it. And he said he got out of his tent in the morning and there was a mountain lion kind of watching him from the edge of his sight. So we packed up and the mountain lion kind of followed him all the way out to the trailhead. He said the mountain lion wasn't aggressive, but was definitely following him out, which is scary. And I've read different posts about people saying they've encountered a mountain lion on this climb to Missouri Mountain. So I've been on the lookout. I haven't seen anything, but I guess that's the thing with the mountain lion. It sees you even though you don't see them. Man, that would freak me out. And it also looks like there's supposed to be a place for backpackers to camp out. I see maybe 2 or 3 tents, and the people further off the trail, you know, at their tents. And it looks like a kind of breaking free of the trees. You can see some of these peaks. I'm not sure which one is which, but there's something about making tree line and knowing that you've made some progress, but you still got a ways to go. After starting off with such steep switchbacks, you're rewarded by this view up here. It is amazing. The trail flattens out. It's a nice chance to catch your breath and take in the views of these peaks. You got the creek right here, and it is beautiful. Well, I just made a mistake and missed my turn off to Missouri Mountain. Back there was a sign that said Elkhead Pass this way, and I was like, I'm not going to Elkhead Pass, I want to go to Missouri Mountain. So I was expecting it, you know, to say that, but then I see some people behind me that said they were also going to Missouri Mountain, and I saw that they took that other route, so I stopped and looked at my guy at GPS, and yes, I took the wrong route. Well, I guess it's better to find out now than when I'm at the top of Belford. Oh, that sucks. Now all that extra energy wasted and time. Don't do what I did. At this point, go this way towards Elkhead Pass. I'm looking at my guy at GPS, yeah. Says to take the right and then get to Mount Missouri. Thankfully I didn't lose a ton of time. It still sucks though. I think that is the summit right there. You come through here, there's like a saddle, and you walk along the ridge. So I think that's the ultimate goal. This sign might have fell down. For a while there, you get a chance to catch your breath as you're kind of coming through the meadow. It's not too steep, kind of a nice hike there. And then you start climbing again. You start on a series of switchbacks that eventually gonna get us up to there. So far I feel pretty good though, even after adding some more distance to my hike by taking that wrong turn. So I made it to the saddle, and whew, that was quite the climb, steep climb up those switchbacks. When the view is amazing, still looks like it got a little bit more of a climb before I get to the top of the ridge. But the views up here are incredible. I still have some more steep climbing to do. Kind of goes up there and around the back, but almost to the ridge. I made it onto the ridge line. I'm still not done yet. Got some more work to put in to get to the summit. There's the summit off in the distance, and I definitely got some more climbing to do. I think I'm at the final push before the summit. I don't think this is a full summit, hopefully. So the trail kind of goes down here. I'm gonna have to put the camera away because I think need my hands. It's pretty steep. You see that path that goes straight towards the right side of the notch? I don't suggest going that way. The dirt is loose and has a steep angle. You wouldn't die, but you could end up sliding down the mountain for a while. I suggest hugging the rocks and going in between the notch. I did that on the way back and liked it much better. See you at the top. I made it to the summit. One thing I'll say is that route finding wasn't particularly hard on this trail. There's no point where I got confused and got off trail, except when I went left, I'm supposed to go right. That's a sinus issue. But, all in all, the trail wasn't too bad. The switchbacks where you climb up to the ridge, I'm not gonna lie, that was difficult, but all in all, not the toughest 14er. Came from way down there. Check out this playlist to see other 14ers in the area.